Welcome, everyone, to the Moose Minute Project on a Monday morning after Thanksgiving. Hopefully, everybody had a great Thanksgiving weekend, and hopefully, you all had a great Thanksgiving. Hope everything went well. Yeah, that's all I can say on that. Is I just hope you had many times to get together to remember and ponder the great things you had before. Also, the 9-day deer hunt here in Wisconsin came to an end. So hopefully you had plenty of great laughs and great memories at deer camp. And there again, maybe you pondered on those that are no longer hunting with you. And quite a few people have asked me, Chris, you talk about a lot of times, even when I was selling boats and stuff, about family memories and making memories. That's what life has to be about. Life has to be about, making sure your circle of friends, your circle of family is all on the same page. That you are all fighting the battle together to move forward in a positive way. If those that are around you do not want that, do not want it, and I don't know what to say other than on your views, on anything else. If people put you down for how you stand or where you stand on anything, if their automatic response is, and they're putting you down, it's time to walk away. It is time to move on. It is time to make your life better. It is time to make it more positive, because life here is so short. I think as we get older, I just turned 50, I start to see how short life really is. And yes, I could have 40 more years or 50 more years on this planet. But the 50 I've had have went quick. Some great memories, some good memories, some really bad memories. But it is time that you start focusing on yourself. And I don't mean that in a selfish way. I mean it in a healthy environment, a healthy mindset, and moving forward. That's how I mean it, is that you need to focus on yourself. Is there things that you can do to be better? I know there is for me. I know I'm a stress eater. So how can I cure that? That's the stuff I'm starting to have to look at and really be strict about. And that's where I fault. I'm not strict on that. But I am a stress eater. When I'm under stress, I eat. And that is also not overly good when I'm a diabetic. So, with that said, please take time for yourself. Whether it's you spend time praying, or you spend time reading the Bible, or it's just reading books, or watching that movie. Hallmark is in full effect right now. If you want a few hours of happy endings, watch a Hallmark. The guy, isn't looking for love, or she's not looking for love, and, that kind of stuff. Those Hallmark movies are pretty predictable after the few minutes in, but it's always a good storyline. So take time for yourself. Take time to spoil the grandkids, the great-grandkids. I wish I'd have sat down and recorded Mom back when she was healthy. And back when she was able to tell stories of her childhood and to be able to relay it on to her great-grandkids that are going to wonder who she is, what she was about. And yes, we can all tell her. We can all tell them about her. But we need to be able to pass those memories on and, those kind of things. So if you have kids right now and you're trying to do your best you can, that's all you can do. Make sure they're safe. make sure they've got a good learning environment, and be there for them. As your kids grow older, be prepared for a lot of ups and downs. Don't, as a parent, think that what did I do wrong, even though it's very easy to do when your kids go down the wrong way for a little while. You know, I hear a lot of parents say that about their kids. What did they do wrong? You might not have done anything wrong. There's so many things now influencing kids. From TV to, you know, their smartphone right now has so many ways to influence them, depending on the kids they're hanging out for now. You know, are they making the changes because of all of a sudden, you know, in college, that's what I did. When I went to St. Cloud State, it was a different environment for me. I had moved from home, got out on my own. I didn't graduate from St. Cloud State. I enjoyed life, there's no doubt. But I ended up graduating at the age of 40 from UW-Whitewater because of those decisions. So be there for your kids. Know that they're going to make some choices. Know that they're going to make things. But then also reflect back on when you were that age. What were you doing when you were 17, 18, you know, that age in high school, and the decisions you were making? All you can do is be there for your kids. And it doesn't mean that you have to give them everything. Let your kids learn. Let your kids fail. It'll be okay. Let them pick themselves up. But be respectful. Kind of goes along to being respectful to others. Were you the same person in high school, through college, through your adulthood that you are now? Or did you evolve into somebody that cares for other people, that has, you know, what'd you do in high school? Were you the bully? Were you the middleman there? Or where were you in that cycle? And have you changed at all? And have you thought back of how you treated people back then? I still see people today that, you know, I think that's part of why the MAGA culture, and it isn't about making America great again. It's about dominance. So were you part of that, or were you in that echelon of wealthy family, mom, dad gave you everything kind of thing and you didn't have to work for it? And yet you still think that that happens. America has always been great. We know that. So that's why I'm trying to figure out why we're making it great again. Our military, servicemen and women, our law enforcement, our emergency crews are making. They aren't making. It already is. This country is great. Because we can have channels like this. We can voice our opinions. We can do that kind of stuff. We're not making it great again. It is already. How about we maintain? That would be better. And then evaluate what's going on. We don't want to take for granted what people are saying. Take time to self-study. Take time to study on your own about where we are currently. If you're going to believe anybody that is on the national news about how awful things are, please take note of how things are currently. And then be ready to accept the responsibilities. That is where we have problems. People can't be accountable. That was the case a lot of times with kids. Don't want to be accountable. The boss just rolled in. So I'm sitting in watching snow flurries kind of in southwest Wisconsin here. But those are the kind of things that you really need to evaluate. And I look after Thanksgiving, and I was thankful for all the family get together. All the family came together. We had everybody. We missed a couple. Missed a couple people that we wish were there, but they didn't show up. And we get it. It's a holiday. Kind of like Christmas with, blended families and everything else. It's hard. But I got connected with some friends back on Facebook again this weekend. Hearing about 87, 88-year-old people shooting bucks and having a great time at deer camp, and that stuff's cool. So that's where I'm at. Thank you for tuning into the Moose Minute Project. I'll dive into more this week about my mom's tournament on Saturday at the Phoenix Center. That's this coming Saturday. Hard to believe we're only a week out, or less than a week now. Have great sponsors. Look at my mom's event. You'll see the sponsors page. I'll share that today as well, to say thank you to all the sponsors that are making it possible. And thank you to the Greg and Amy Shep and the Phoenix Center for helping put, hopefully, what is a great fundraiser for the Alzheimer's Foundation. If you want to contribute, you want to do anything like that as far as donation, and we're to the point now, I've got enough stuff. I've got a few things to wrap up and collect yet this week from people that had already signed up. But if you want to make a donation, message me. I can get you my address. It will all go to the Alzheimer's Foundation. If you have been affected by Alzheimer's through loved ones or whatever it may be, my condolences to all of you. It was the most hardest thing I've ever watched in my life for the 2 years that Mom got, 4 years total she was diagnosed, but the last 2 years were brutal. And especially the last year was really brutal. So my condolences to all of you. I am looking forward to this tournament. I hope the public, I'm blessed with the 12 teams that are coming. But what's going to make this event greater is the public coming down to the bowling alley, watching a tournament that is totally different than anybody else has ever seen around the area. Most people don't know what a Baker tournament is. I bowled in a lot of Baker tournaments in college, but it is a great time. So please plan on coming down to the bowling alley. I am saying the tournament starts at 11. We'll probably do the drawings and everything about 4 o'clock. That's roughly where I'm at. That's where the silent auction stuff's going to end. So 11 to 4, that's going to be my cutoff for the silent auctions and all that stuff. We're going to do a ball raffle, 50-50. We're doing some spare shot challenge stuff, and it's going to be a great time. So please come down. Most of my family is going to be back to help work the tournament. So you'll be able to sit down with them. And I will have flyers and stuff also for the Alzheimer's Foundation and Alzheimer's information. We're going to start battling this together. No one ever fights alone. So there will be t-shirts available too for my mom's tournament, Marcy's Knockout, or Marcy's Strikeout Alzheimer's tournament. So Marcy's Strikeout Alzheimer's. So please stop down there as well. It'll be a great time. Again, this Saturday at the Phoenix Center in Richland Center. So have a great day. I'm heading into work. Hopefully we got lots of orders. And I know we've got quite a few of them. I was blessed to get emails and text message. And, of course, I answer them. That's what I'm going to do no matter if I'm on or off work. So thank you for tuning into the Moose Minute Project. And as always, take time to bless somebody and make their day better as well.